Here I want to show you how you can develop a square prism. So actually the topic is surface development or pattern development. When we talk about surface development, it's just a way of cutting a solid object at a point and opening it. What I mean is this. You look at this, this is a square prism. This is a square prism. So if we cut it at this point, we cut it along this line and we spread it. So we are going to have 4 rectangular faces. 4 rectangular faces, as you can see here, that we have a square. So this is a square prism, so we have a square. So and a square have 4 sides, meaning that if we cut this object along this line and we open it, we are going to have 4 rectangular faces and 2 square faces, one at the top and one at the bottom. So this point or this line along which the solid is cut, for us to open it, is known as seam, as you can see here. So we are going to cut it here and spread it. So we are going to have 4 rectangular faces and 2 square faces, one at the top and one at the bottom. So what we usually do when we talk about surface development is that you will be given the elevation, that is the front elevation, or you are given the front elevation and the top view or plan at the same time, but sometimes you may be given the front elevation. So if you are given the front elevation, you can go on and make the surface development. And if you are given the front elevation and the plan, the same thing applies. So let's look at how this can be done. Now, this is the front elevation and this is the top view. So the front elevation is a rectangle and the top view or the plan is a square, as we saw in the diagram that I showed you. Now, to make the surface development of the square prism, so what you need to do is this. So from this point on the elevation, so draw your horizontal line like this, and then so you take it up to the height here and draw your horizontal line. Okay, so after you have done this, so the next thing is move away from the front elevation a little, just move away a little bit from the front elevation and draw a vertical line here. So draw a vertical line here. Okay, so after drawing this vertical line, so this point, as we know that the square or the base is a square and we have 4 sides here. So if we cut at this point, if you cut at this point, as I showed you there, that if you cut at this point, so we are cutting it along this line. So if you open it, we are going to have 1 at this point. So on this line that you have drawn, the vertical line that you have drawn, so put 1 there. Then take your compass. Take your compass and take a measurement of this side. Of this side, you can take 1, 2, 2, 3, or 3, 4, or 1, 4. So it's all the same. Okay, so put it at this point 1 along this horizontal line and make 4 arcs. This is 1, so this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. Okay, so if we number this, so this is 0.2, and this is 0.3, this is 0.4, and back to 1. So why is it 1? Because we cut along this line 1. So that's why we start from 1 and we end it with 1. So after you have done this, so the next thing that you need to do is that, as you know, that we can see the edges. So these are the edges. You can see this edge, you can see this edge, you can see this edge. There's another edge here that you can see. So what we do is that, so we make this line, we make it thick, as I'm going to do it here. So draw a vertical line like this, then do the same thing here, a thick vertical line here, and then here also make a thick vertical line and then you make a thick vertical line. Here also, so you make this line, you make it thick. Okay, and then so for this one, from 1 to 1, so you make it thick. Also, so here also you make this thick. So as I've said that we have two square faces. As you see it here, there is one at the top and there is one at the bottom. So I want to put them here. So what you need to do is that, so I want to put one. I can put it anywhere. So I want to put one here and I'll put one here. So this is it. So just look at the way I'm going to do it. So what you need to do is that you extend this line and you also extend this line. Then, so you come here, so extend this line and also you extend this line here. Okay, so after that, so take that 35 or that side, this we should have taken here. So the side of the square that you have taken here, put it here. So you make an arc here, like this, and then you bring it here. So you make an arc here. So the next thing that I need to do is that, so from here, so draw a horizontal line, okay, and then so you come up here, so you draw a horizontal line here. Then so the next thing is, so we are going to make this, so we make this a thick line, and then make this a thick line. So we do the same thing here. Okay, so what we have done here is that we have developed the square prism. So this is the surface development of a complete square prism. Thank you for listening and God bless you.